Welcome to Jill on Money, powered by The Compound. I am Jill Schlesinger. You know, Mark, I didn't do my normal intro when I had Ed Slott in the studio because I got all nervous and starstruck, but here we are. I'm Jill Schlesinger. You are?
Mark Talercio.
We are both certified financial planners, and we love talking to you about your financial lives and the questions that you may have. So if you want to get in touch with us, just go to our website, jillonmoney.com. Click the Contact Us button. We'll get your note. We do emails. We have email episodes. We have audio. And we have this gorgeous video program. Hey, while you're on the website, check out all the content that lives there. You can join Jill on Money Live, $35. Mark, there is no paywall that is that cheap anymore. What costs $35 for a year?
As you like to say, it's a very low paywall.
It's a very low wall. It will not keep anyone out. We want to bring everybody over the wall. Hey, for that $35, you get to join us for 4 quarterly webinars, live webinars, which are really fun. And there's a lot of extra bonus video and audio content. So check out Jill on Money Live. All right, today we have to get to our listener, Carol, who's with us from Wisconsin. And Carol, I am so sorry because we are incredibly late and you're so patient. So thank you. Thank you for being patient, and tell us, what can we do for you?
Hello.
Hi.
The reason I wrote in is I have a lot of moving parts in my life right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to know specifically what your recommendation is to provide a down payment for my daughter for buying a house.
Why? She can't do it herself?
No, things came up very suddenly for her.
Mm.
And we had always told our children that we would be sure that they had 20% down payment so they wouldn't have to pay.
Oh, wait a minute. That was before
mortgage.
housing prices went up. Can we take that back?
Is true.
Oh, wait, wait a second.
I can do it.
All right, let's see. Because I get nervous about this. Mark, this is like that Pew Research thing that said how many parents are helping their adult children, which makes me nervous. But I want to make sure, because Carol, if you think you can do it, then maybe you can. So let's talk a little bit about what's going on in your life, and then we can determine if helping out your kids is a reasonable approach that won't destroy your own retirement planning. So what's going on? How old are you?
I'm 59 and a half.
Oh, how nice. And are you married?
No, I'm a widow. I lost my husband 2 years ago.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
That's terrible. What are you still working full time?
I just left a job and I have started working a seasonal part-time position.
Mm-hmm.
So a bit of a change in income.
Mm-hmm. And so when you left that job, I presume that both you and your husband were big retirement planners for a while. So do you have a bunch of money that's in retirement assets?
Yes.
About how much?
I'm going to say 2.5.
Okay, great. That's amazing. Fantastic. And what about non-retirement accounts?
Very little.
Give me a ballpark.
10 grand.
Okay. And what about just money in the bank? Does that include that 10 grand, or is there additional money?
Yes.
Okay. You own your own home.
I do.
How much would you guess it's worth?
I'm going to say 350.
Okay. Is there a mortgage that's still outstanding?
No, but I do have a HELOC that I use to help my son for a down payment. So the HELOC value right now, outstanding balance is $86,000.
Mm-hmm. And what's the interest rate right now? 9-ish?
8.
8-ish. Okay. And that's for one son. And just so we're clear, Carol, this is not a loan. You are basically saying, no, I am gifting this money to my kid. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay. And so when you did that, you gifted the money to your son for the down payment, but your name isn't on a deed or anything, right? It's just like a pure gift.
Exactly.
Okay, gotcha. And what else is going on in your financial life? Any rental income, any pension benefit, anything like that that's going on?
Nothing significant, no.
Okay.
But I did just buy a car.
Mm-hmm.
So in addition to the HELOC, I have a car loan about $18,000 at 9%.
It's amazing to hear these numbers again, right,
9.
Mark? 9. Amazing.
Yeah.
Um, do you have a nice car? Are you happy with it?
I love my
Oh,
car.
good. I like that. Drive it in good health. That's what my mother used to always say. Drive it in good
Yeah.
health. So you gave one son the down payment. How many kids do you have?
2.
2. Thank God. Can you imagine
Yeah.
5? I'd be in big trouble. And was the down payment 86,000 that's on that HELOC or something more than that?
It was more than that.
And
Yes.
where did that money come from? Like, what was the total gift?
So initially we took out just over 200,000 on the HELOC. And then when my husband passed, I used the life insurance policy of 100,000 to pay off that.
Okay, I got you. So in your mind, since you did 200 to son number 1, the next kid's also getting 200. Is that right?
No.
Oh, no, tell me more. Is this kid
I'm getting off easy on this one.
Tell me.
This one's going to be 106,000.
106.
It's a very
Right.
specific number.
I guess.
Right. Right. It's coming up fast.
Okay, when is that?
The closing is mid-October.
Okay. Now, here's my question to you. Right now, you've just told me that you've now downshifted, right? You're in your off ramp. You worked full time. Now you have a part-time job and that seasonal job. How much will that pay you?
I'm going to estimate like 18,000 a year.
Okay. And are you
I'm being flexible.
Okay. All right, fair enough. And is there any other income? Are you receiving Social Security benefits for your husband, or do you have a death benefit, survivor benefit?
I will have a survivor benefit beginning September if I choose.
What will that be?
Just over $1,800
a month.
1,830 a month.
Okay. All right. And when you look at forgetting about this down payment for a second, just how you survive and your expenses, what do you think you need? Because you have this 18 grand that you'll have from your seasonal part-time work, maybe 1,800 a month from the Social Security. What is your need?
If I take out the car, the HELOC payment, I'm going to be at, let's say, $1,800 a month.
Oh, wow. Okay. And there's taking those two things out, which I definitely think we should do. Is your intention to pay them off from the retirement accounts now that you're older than 59 and a half?
I don't know. I was initially thinking that I would just pay this money and it wouldn't be a problem. Adding in the additional 100,000, my car payment now, I'm like, now I'm pressed. I'm living paycheck to paycheck.
We don't want that. We
No,
don't want that
no.
at all.
I haven't done that in decades.
Okay, we're not going to have you do that. So, Mark, do you have other questions?
No, I know you asked this. What was the answer? The house is paid off. There's no mortgage?
Correct.
We just have the HELOC and we have this new money that we've got to pay off for this rotten kid.
Right, right. The one thing I wanted to add is that right now I have 1.7 in pre-tax
Mm-hmm.
and 725,000 in Roth.
Great.
So I was looking at, possibly, seriously, starting to do Roth conversions
No,
and pay the taxes now.
no, you're not going to do a
No.
conversion. You don't have any money to convert. In other words, you would have to have money outside of this account to afford to pay for the conversion. But here's what you are going to do. This is
Okay.
exciting. I just got
All
these
right.
brand new tax charts from my friend Ed Slott. So this year, let's presume that you'll make money from your seasonal part-time work. And let's also presume that you said, when was Social Security? When would that start?
September.
So we only have 4 months of that. I'm just looking at this, 7,200 plus 8,000, so 24,000. Okay. So you're a single filer. What I think you should do is I think that you should probably take out 100 and Mark, do you want to come out at the 24% bracket for this year?
I would take out enough to get rid of this stuff.
Okay. So here's what you're going to do. You want to have one bad tax year and everything's going to be fine after that. Okay. So you could take about, say, $225,000 coming out of that pre-tax $1.7 million. You're going to have to pay the tax that's due on it next April. But here's what I think you should do. You take this money out. The first thing you're going to do, and I would take it out now. I would not screw around with this. I would take the money out, pay down your $86,000 HELOC, give the kid this $106,000 for the down payment. And anything else that's left over, just add it to that $10,000 account. Okay.
What about the 9% car loan?
Oh, and I got it. How much is the car loan? Oh, pay off the 18,000. So we're going to pay off. So we need $200,000 net is what we need, but we don't need the net right now, actually, Mark. In other words, we can take the money out now and then do another distribution next year to pay the tax that's due, right?
Could. Yeah, I could.
I think that that's what you're going to have to do. I wouldn't take it out. I wouldn't take so much out. I wouldn't go beyond 32%.
I would take enough out to just, the gift for the house, get rid of the HELOC, get rid of the car loan.
Right. And with that, we're done. And that would be kind of great, because then what we could do is we could say, even if you have tax that's due and you have to pull a little bit of money out in 2025, you could do that. But now you're going to live on your part-time income plus the $1,800 a month of Social Security.
How much is the HELOC payment right now?
It's variable. So I've been making like $1,200 payments on it.
All right. So that plus the $450 of the car, that's $1,600 of cash flow right there.
Yeah. So you'll feel better. You'll feel better if we get rid of this. So let's get rid of this. Now, the thing is, going forward, no more big chunks of money, because the other thing that I realized, you know what, Mark? This, of course, is in violation of the gift tax rules. Did you file a gift tax return for the money that you gave to the child one for the $200,000?
I didn't.
You really should.
I probably
you should do that.
Go back and do that.
I would do that. I'll tell you why. There's no tax that's due. All that you were saying to the government is, I'm using part of my gift allowance in the future for estate tax purposes. You're done. So let's not why buy a problem here? So let's make sure you do that. Do you have a CPA or a tax preparer you work with?
Yes.
Okay. So tell this person, hey, I gave my kid a gift. I need to amend my return, and I'm going to do it again this year. So I want to make sure I do it again. Do that. Let's clean that up, because there's no tax that's due. It's like an accounting with Uncle Sam.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, Mark, what else do we have to tell Carol from Wisconsin? This is a lot of freaking money, dude. You're so nice, but
this is really burning you on the inside.
It's killing me. It's killing me right now. But you know what? I get it. And I'm not a parent, but I hear this from parents all the time. So the good news is you can afford it. The money that comes out of again, you're not touching the Roth. That is your money. I don't want you to touch that Roth. But presuming that, and also please tell your accountant that you are going to be taking this money as a distribution. Okay? So your accountant knows this. Say, hey, I am going to take out $200,000 or $225,000 this year, maybe another $50,000 next year for tax planning purposes, so that person understands that you're going to be in another tax bracket. You're going to say, I know it sucks. I'm just doing it for my kid. You're going to pay the tax that's due, and but make sure that they know this. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Now, do you have all of your own estate documents done?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. What else? When these kids have children and you have grandchildren,
I do.
I do not want to hear this whole, I got to give them $50,000 in my 529 plan. I don't want to hear about it. This is it.
Okay.
This is your big, huge piece. You are going to live a long life. You have 25, 30 years ahead of you. We have to make sure your money lasts. Okay?
Okay.
And no
Okay.
more big chunks that come out. Promise?
Okay. Okay. I
Are-
promise.
Pinky
Promise.
swear with Aunt Jill?
Absolutely.
There we go. Sister. It's like we're sisters. What other questions you have for us?
Okay, so you answered about doing any type of conversion at this point in time. Don't do that.
Nope.
My plan is to invest this money in S&P 500.
Which money
and
are we
the-
talking about?
The IRA and the Roth funds that I
Okay.
have.
S&P
It's-
500 and what else?
I have probably a third of it in small cap ETFs.
Mm.
And I I have some in kind of risky things. One is in uh, a very aggressive mutual fund for robotics. The other
Is
amount,
in NVIDIA. No, what else?
yeah. Right now, I'm outside of the market with a lot of it. It's in a money market fund that I'm waiting for a dip.
No, you're not. You don't know when a dip is going to happen. How do you know when that's going to happen? You think that forget
That's
about it.
true.
That's not happening.
Okay.
Let me tell you
So
something.
just move it back
Just
into the
either
market?
move it in, but add some bonds to your portfolio. Bond prices are down. You were waiting for a time. Here's your time. Bond prices are down. So if you want, I will give you a little bit of leeway and say, okay, you can dollar cost average. This money has to be invested. It's 30-year money. You're going to try to time the market on 30-year money? Who cares? Just get it
Okay.
invested. I'm not like the huge small cap fan. I get it but like it's fine. S&P 500, bond fund, maybe a REIT fund, maybe a little bit. How about a little international fund? Like 5 or 10% international, only 5% in small cap, 5% or less in anything weird and robotic fund or nonsense like that. Whatever you want to do, but I don't want to hear about it. I want that money invested. Agreed, Mark?
Okay.
Got to get to work.
Got to get to work. Like, we want you to be able to grow this money. You're taking a
Yes.
big chunk out. You got to pay the tax it's due. Get it
Right.
invested.
Right.
Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Time is on your side. You get this money to work right now. 7 years, maybe it'll double. Another 7 years, maybe it'll double. Get it in there.
Yeah. Well, and there's no
Okay.
reason to wait. All right?
All right. Very good.
You're with us? You're good?
I am.
We were
I am,
late, but I feel
absolutely.
like we were efficient.
We delivered.
We delivered.
Very.
All right. Carol,
I so appreciate this advice.
we are so
It's gonna
happy
make
you
a big
joined us.
difference.
Thank you. And we apologize for being tardy to our little session here. Hey, gang, are you like Carol? Are you looking to help your kids out? Mark, you're a parent. It seems like everybody we hear from who's in this situation, they want to make sure they can help their kids out. So you can, but let's make sure it does not damage you. So if that's a position you are in, or you're a child of somebody who you're helping, maybe you're an adult child who's helping their parents, let us know. Go to JillOnMoney.com, click the contact us button. Let us know if you want to join us here, because it is so much fun to have you on camera. Of course, it's always fun to have you on audio also. JillOnMoney.com, click the contact us button. Hey, sign up for the free weekly newsletter while you're there and check out all of our content that lives there. Thank you to Duncan and John and Daniel and Nicole, who doesn't join us anymore. Poor Nicole. She
Gave up.
She gave up on us. She's like, change your clothes in between interviews. And other than that, she's done with us. Lift someone up, change your work, change your wealth, change your life. Thanks for hanging out with us, gang. We'll see you next time.